From the heights of Mount Hermon to the cities and towns of Europe, the massive influx of refugees from Muslim countries is fueling an old problem there, antisemitism. And that's driving Jewish communities to consider their options. CBN News Middle East correspondent Julie Stahl has that story.
For the Jewish community, the refugee crisis is a huge problem.
According to Israeli author Manfred Gerstenfeld, that's because most are Muslims, a group behind some of the most extreme hate crimes in Europe.
Many of them are anti-Semites from the most anti-Semitic countries in the world.
Gerstenfeld blames what he calls massive non-selective immigration from Muslim countries. And with the new influx of refugees from the Middle East, it's getting worse.
You bring them in, you don't register them properly, you don't know whether terrorists come them who sees Jews as a target. So for the Jews, it is a very major problem.
Following last year's terror attacks in Copenhagen, one of them outside a synagogue, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made headlines by urging European Jews to come home to Israel. Thousands accepted the offer, and immigration from Europe to Israel spiked over the last 2 years. But Gerstenfeld tells CBN News it's not practical for everyone.
Elites consider leaving, they send their children. But the people who know only French, what can they do? They have to sit out their life till their pensions. Then they may come to Israel, unless they start burning synagogues.
Now the attack in Brussels is causing Belgian Jews to consider their options.
I'm seriously asking the question if I can stay here and if there's a future for my children here.
Nevertheless, Belgian Jew Patricia Teitelbaum said the decision isn't easy.
We're always speaking about it. Should we leave? Should we stay? Above all, we are also Belgians, so we are used to compromise. We are still hesitating, probably more than the French Jews, because they are leaving in much higher percentage. But definitely we ask ourselves the question, yeah.
Even in the midst of those questions, Teitelbaum is clear on one subject. She sees this as a warning for the West, because when attacks happen against Jews, it's only the beginning of trouble for everyone else. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.